What is a pie chart? A pie chart is a circular chart divided into slices. Each slice represents a category in a dataset. The slices do not have to be the same size, since categories often have different frequencies. Each slice makes up a proportion, or percentage, of the whole circle. A pie chart therefore helps you visualize how big each category is compared to the other categories. Some other names for a pie chart are circle graph or pie graph. Let's look at an example to understand this better. This pie chart shows the results of a survey where 500 high school students were asked about their favorite sport to watch on TV. This is the same dataset that was used to present the different types of bar charts. In this way, you can see how the same dataset can be visualized in different ways. The students could choose from the following categories: American football, basketball, soccer, table tennis, or none. And these were the results. 174 students answered American football as their favorite, 168 basketball, 97 soccer, 41 table tennis, and 20 did not have a favorite or do not watch sports on TV. These frequencies alone cannot be used to draw a pie chart, because each slice must make up a proportion or percentage of the whole in order to draw it. The relative frequencies solve this problem. They give you the proportion of the whole that the category makes up. You therefore must calculate relative frequencies to draw a pie chart. Recall that you find the relative frequencies by dividing the number of observations in a category by the total number of observations in the survey. This is the same as dividing the frequency of each category by the sum of all of the frequencies. Let's add a row with the sum of all of the frequencies at the bottom of the table. In this case, the sum of all the frequencies is 500, as expected, since we asked 500 students. Next, add a column for the relative frequencies on the right-hand side. For American football, the relative frequency equals 174 divided by 500, which is approximately 0.35 or 35%. For basketball, the relative frequency equals 168 divided by 500, which is approximately 0.34 or 34%. Now, let's just fill in the rest of the values. 0.19 or 19%, 0.08 or 8%, and 0.04 or 4%. Finally, you make sure that the sum of the relative frequencies adds up to 1 or 100%. 0.35 plus 0.34 plus 0.19 plus 0.08 plus 0.04 is 1.00. It does. Good. Now you have gathered all the information you need to draw the pie chart. So, let's place the relative frequency table and the pie chart next to each other. Next to the pie chart, you place a legend. It contains information on which colors represent the different categories. The numbers on the chart are the same as the relative frequencies you calculated in the table. You can use digital tools like Excel to help you make charts, or you can do it by hand. If you do it by hand, you need to calculate the size of the central angles that make up each sector. Since a whole circle is 360 degrees, the size of the central angles will be the relative frequency times 360 degrees. To draw the chart precisely, you will also need a protractor and a compass. First, you add another column on the right-hand side of your frequency table. Label it angle. Now, you calculate the size of the angle for the category American football by multiplying the relative frequency by 360 degrees. 0.35 times 360 equals 126 degrees. Then you calculate the size of the angle for the category basketball by multiplying its relative frequency by 360 degrees. 0.34 times 360, which approximately equals 122 degrees. The sizes of the angles of the remaining categories are 68 degrees, 29 degrees, and 15 degrees. The numbers in this column should add up to 360, so let's just make sure that they do. 126 plus 122 plus 68 plus 29 plus 15 equals 360. You are now ready to slice your pie into pieces. Start by drawing a circle using your compass. Then draw a line from the center to a point on the circle's edge. It does not matter where. Now the fun begins. Place the center of your protractor on the center point of the circle. Align the bottom line of the protractor with the line you just made. You'll start with the first category, which is American football. Then work your way down through the table. Measure 126 degrees and make a mark, like this. Place the straight edge of your protractor along the center and the point you just made. Now, draw a line from the center to where the bottom of the protractor intersects the circumference. You are now ready to draw the slice for the second category, which is basketball. Again, place the center of your protractor in the center of the circle. Align the bottom line of the protractor with the last line that you made. Measure 122 degrees and make a mark. Now draw another line the same way as you did before. Continue like this until you've sliced all the pieces in. Finally, you can add colors and a legend to explain what the different slices represent. Congratulations! You've made a pie chart by hand. A pie chart is a circular chart divided into slices. Each slice represents a category in a data set. The slices do not have to be the same size, since categories often have different frequencies. Each slice makes up a proportion or percentage of the whole circle. A pie chart therefore helps you visualize how big each category is compared to the other categories.